Hi, welcome. My name is Marlene, and today I wanted to dye my hair. It's something I've always wanted to do. I've always wanted purple hair, and I tried it once before, and it backfired. I ended up losing all of my hair. Yes, I did go to a professional, but the professional was actually a teaching school. I went to a Paul Mitchell salon thingy where they let the students practice on real people's hairs, and it didn't go well. I don't think they were able to properly bleach my hair. The color that they applied, it didn't even last like the hour. I don't even think it took. And I just kind of walked out of there not saying anything. I wasn't as outspoken as I probably am nowadays. After that, I went to a salon that one of my friends at the time, her cousin, knew of a place, and I went there and they tried to fix it, and no, it got more fried. It got more fried, and it got to the point where it started breaking off, and the color was really bad, and I tried dyeing it black with a pitch black dye. Me not knowing anything about color theory and all that back then, or like what it really took to have colored hair, and it turned a really ugly green color. The condition of my hair was just so terrible. I ended up buzzing all my hair off. This was probably when I was about 23 years old. I think I was about 23. Yeah, 23, 24 years old. Ended up just buzzing it off. It was scary at first. I didn't think I was capable of it, and I was so scared of stepping out and letting other people see what I had done to my hair. I was okay with it. I was like, this is useless. I'm just gonna buzz it all off. It's serving me nothing. It's just causing me disgust to even like look at it, touch it, feel it, deal with it. I'm happier with it just being completely gone. So I buzzed it, and I gotta tell you, I'm so glad that I was at least able to go through life with completely buzzed hair. I gained this like level of comfort with myself of like, screw what anyone thinks, and yeah, I have no hair, deal with it. Like, why does it bother you so much? Where it does get hard is the people close to you and how they feel about it, because maybe they're not as open-minded or as comfortable with being uncomfortable with themselves, or as you might be being uncomfortable with yourself. After that experience, I just stayed away from even wanting to mess with my hair. So I'm gonna dye my hair. I'm gonna use this Good Dye Young lightening kit, and after going through all the scariness that I did go through with losing my hair or buzzing it off, comes with this developer. It's a 25% volume kit, lightening volume kit. I heard that 40 is too intense for at home. 30 is probably safest for at home, and I'm hoping 25 is enough to lighten my dark hair. Another thing with my hair, I have been going through a hair loss and hair regrowth journey. I'll put in pictures of what it looked like. But I was pulling my hair out at one point back here because it just felt weird and oddly textured, and I'm kind of still seeing that my hair is kind of weirdly textured, but the reason I was pulling it out was to deal with the anxiety of things, and it was just like a self-harm type reaction, I think it was, and I ended up being really bald back here. But then on top of that, I started just losing hair on the top of my head. I've gotten it to be a little bit more full, and I don't know, I've kind of become okay with the situation up here. I've made progress. It has filled in a lot back here, but I do have these really weird, like, short chunks. And then I did end up cutting a lot of my hair off because I know why I do things. But I ended up cutting it off because there was a guy that at this one place that I used to work with that got excited of the idea of me wearing my hair down, or me with my hair down. And at the time, I was already having issues with somebody else not respecting my boundaries. So I was like, you know what? Cutting it all off, just making myself as unappealing as possible to him. And I ended up going a bit too short. And then I wanted to give myself bangs. So I gave myself bangs. And they look terrible. So my hair is kind of a mess and in an experimental stage. And why not just go full in with it? My hair is very greasy right now. I know that they said from the research that I did that the prep steps for bleaching your hair are to have not freshly washed hair, but I wash my hair every day. And I know that's something I'm going to have to stop doing. And hopefully this doesn't interfere with the bleaching. We're already starting on a bad start, but I put a little bit of castor oil with peppermint that I had been using to help regrow my hair. The reason I don't like using this stuff though, it's so uncomfortable to like spread out onto the scalp because it is such a thick formula. It is so thick and like difficult to spread. You see that? It's like molasses. It's really hard to work into the scalp, but I kind of went a little overboard, so hopefully that doesn't interfere with this. I know hairstylists are probably cringing at the fact that I'm going to do this. I'm going to start by parting my hair out. Yeah, like I said, just kind of, I want to experiment, and I'm okay because the state of my hair isn't the greatest right now. If things go wrong, worst case, I'll just wear a beanie. It is summer right now, but I mean, screw it. I'll just wear a beanie. Or a hat. Or I'll buzz it again. And if it doesn't grow back, because I am losing it, then I'll wear a wig. Wigs are fun. I did put Vaseline on my face so that it doesn't stain or the bleach doesn't hurt my actual skin. And the colors that I'm doing are, I threw the box for this one away because it got wet. I'm going to do a dark purple, and then I'm going to do kind of like this pastel-y lavender color on a couple streaks. I'm doing a darker purple just to kind of like baby in the lavender streaks, just for fun. And then if I want to go bolder later, we'll go bolder later. So I'm going to start by mixing these in my little bowl here. And I have a little brush. I was using the Kaleidos dye on my natural hair. I tried that once last year. It didn't take at all. It just immediately washed off and you couldn't even see it. That's why I am going to go ahead and lighten and take the risk of lightening it. I'm not sure if this full box is going to be enough to lighten all of it. So I have this little streaks and strands kit. It came with 3 of these boxes, so I'm going to have these on hand for if I need more lightening product. Right, let's start. Oh, it does come with gloves, but I put these on because I have them at home. I'll put these on top later if I need to. Then I have foils to put over and a plastic bag because I heard you're supposed to not let the bleach dry. Wish me luck. So I ended up using the full box of the lightening kit and then one of the boxes of the streaks and stripes, a little box. A lot harder than it looks. It's a lot harder than I thought it was to apply it quickly and to get it covered. And I'm glad I used the gloves that I did, because those gloves that they provide you, those little flimsy ones, I was using it during cleanup and the stuff that I was cleaning up soaked right through the gloves. At the very end, I did touch the bleach with my bare hands and it burned. So if you do use this, maybe use some slightly better gloves than the ones that they provide. I did cover it with a bag just in case, because I know it did say to not let it dry because then the bleach will stop working. I'm hoping this works. I kind of had a little I want to back out moment right as I started pouring the stuff, because it started smelling really bad and I could tell how potent the stuff was. Probably gonna have to get rid of this stuff, save it for lazy days. But yeah, I have 28 minutes left. You're supposed to leave it on for 55 minutes. I set a timer for 40 minutes so I can check the back ones to make sure hair's not frying and falling off. It's probably only been like 30 minutes, but I can already see that it's kind of light there, and I'm comfortable with that and I don't want to overdo it, so I'm just gonna start taking this stuff off. Kind of an orangey color right now, but I, like I said, just don't want to push my look and then have my hair fall out. There's still pieces of brown in there, but you know, that was just my application. I should have gone harder and just really saturated these pieces, but I was too scared. Hair still feels healthy though. Alright, so I'm just gonna hop in the shower and shampoo this out. And then we can do the color. Alright, and it is now dry. It's kind of like a weird color. It does feel very like hard to put my fingers through, but it's not like very elastic and stretchy, so I think it's gonna be okay. I didn't want to risk going more and trying to lighten it more than this. It's patchy, it's streaky, but I'm okay with that. Now I'm gonna go ahead and apply the color. Okay, so it's the next day and it's very, very splotchy. And then I tried to do the light lavender color on this stripe here, but I think that would only work on extremely pale blonde hair. So I kind of want to go back in with, I have one more purple one, but it's a different shade of purple. And then I have a pink one. And my bleaching job was not even at all. So I think I'm gonna go in with the pink. I gotta say, Coloring hair is kind of addicting, and I really wish I got this out of my system when I was a teenager, but unfortunately I wasn't able to. And I was kind of afraid of what my boyfriend would say, because I didn't tell him that I was going to color it or do anything to my hair. But I mean, on his way home from work, I told him, hey, I did something. He's like, I don't want to hear it. So I was like, okay then, my hair's purple, just be warned. And he saw it and he was like, oh my, it's purple. I think this might become an addiction. I'm very happy that my hair didn't fry off when bleaching it. And the color sticked, which I'm surprised that it didn't do that when I got it done at that Paul Mitchell student class school thingy. So I don't know, I kind of feel like bonus props to me for actually achieving that. My hair doesn't feel stretchy and stringy. It doesn't feel, well, it feels kind of like it's coarse and it doesn't feel the greatest. So I'm going to try to do some of the Olaplex stuff afterwards, maybe in a couple of, maybe when I wash it again. I'm just going to rinse it out. Or maybe I do some of this. No, because you have to shampoo afterwards. Yeah, maybe next hair wash I'll do it. So since I first initially dyed it, the very light lavender color did not stick on my hair at all, of course, as expected. That would probably only show up on like super, super pale blonde hair. So then I went in with the pink color, and that pink color kind of stayed, but I wasn't really liking the way it was fading out. And it's been a week since I've dyed it, and I washed it every single day, and the dye held up fairly nicely. It just ended up fading into like a pale kind of bluish purpley color. I'm sorry I didn't get a picture of that. But and then I wasn't planning on washing my hair every day, but it just happened that way. I went hiking and I got really sweaty, and I just kept doing stuff around the house that kept getting my hair dirty. So last night I went in with the People Eater color. I didn't use gloves, so that's why my hands are stained. And that one actually stained my scalp, the first purple color, but that one didn't stain my scalp very badly, and it didn't stain my skin at all. This one kind of did stain my scalp and my skin. Not so much there, I guess just only in parts. But it is patchy, and that's my fault for how I bleached it. I now know what precautions to take when bleaching my hair. I'm the kind of person that doesn't learn until I actually do things, and then afterwards I'll search for tips on how to do things the right way. I first need to get like my hands onto the process and then add on from there. But I'm really happy I got that out of my system. Getting purple hair, it stayed. Like I said, I just didn't think this would even be possible for me to have dyed hair because of my experiences prior to that. Yeah, I really don't understand why they couldn't get my hair to color back then. And this was on like the first time they touched it at the Paul Mitchell place. It had been never touched before. My hair had never had anything other than haircuts done to it. So I don't know, kind of proud that I was able to get this vibrant, super bold color onto my hair. It's so bold, and my hair feels really healthy. It's not like crunchy. I did put some K18 oil in it, but I like that I could still run my fingers through my hair and it doesn't feel super crunchy. And I'm going to be wearing it up in a ponytail for now because I don't have much hair right now. I want to grow it out, and I'm probably not going to mess with it, bleach it, or anything until after I have most of this grown out. And then we'll try again for another color. But until then, I'm just going to try to maintain having some purple or a navy blue type color. Anything within the family of these purpley colors. But I'm glad I got that out of my system. And I'm glad my boyfriend didn't freak out. Like, I knew he wouldn't, like, freak out, but he's just kind of like, you know, things of the consequences of what happens if it goes bad and then your hair's messed up and then you freak out. But yeah. Is it my best work? No, but for first time bleaching my hair at home, I'm happy with it. As for the quality of the dye, I mean, I like it. I guess you just have to pick what colors will work on your hair. Because I bleached this to like an orangey color, and it was dumb of me to think that that lavender color was gonna work on my hair. But I'm very pleased with the Good Dye Young, the bleach, and the hair color. That coming from a very novice user of bleach and hair dye. Alright, well, I hope to see you in another video of my nonsense, and I hope you take care. Bye.